I'm currently hiking across the Pyrenees on the GR11 from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea. I'm 500 kilometers in, 350 kilometers left to go. In this video I will share with you what I am carrying with me.
If you're planning a long distance hike or dreaming of one, this video will help you pack smart, light and be ready. I'll show you exactly what I carried for 50 days of hiking and wild camping in the Spanish Pyrenees, surviving freezing temperatures, snow, heat waves and what I brought for my dog. My base weight between 6 and 7 kilos, without food and water. Not ultralight, but light enough to move with ease. Because when you carry it over mountains every day, every gram matters. I'm Suzanne and this is Wingo. Together we set out to experience life on the trail. Simple, wild and free. And for a change, away from the sea. I already live pretty light. I travel on sailboats as crew or captain. And my van is my home base. But this was next level minimalism. I've done a bunch of shorter hikes of 1 to 2 weeks across, for example, Fuerteventura, Tenerife, the Picos de Europa, part of the GR7 that goes from Tarifa to Athens, and I did a wild jungle hike across the island of Dominica. But on those hikes, I was more the princess. My partner, Jonathan, a very seasoned thru hiker, always carried the tent and stove. This time, it was my turn to be fully self-sufficient. No shortcuts. There's one truth that applies to all. You need way less than you think. Let's check the pack.
I'll start with what I'm wearing. Shoes. I have Altra is the brand, trail running shoes. I love them. I have them 2 sizes too big. They're very simple trail runners. They're very light. They're very big toe pocket, so there's lots of space. Sometimes, you know, everything gets wet. This dries quickly, which is really nice. And then what also really helps is like merino wool. If you have some pain somewhere, you just put a little bit of merino wool in your sock. And yeah, it fixes your feet. Like whether it's blisters or it hurts somewhere, it changes a little bit. The only downside is that you can only walk like 1,000 kilometers with them and then the soles are quite done. So they're not like super sustainable, but they are very lightweight, they dry fast. I love them. I have 2 pairs of socks, so they can shave amongst each other and I don't get the blisters. Shorts. I'm wearing just some simple swimming shorts. I love it because they dry very quick. I'm carrying 2 hiking poles, telescope hiking poles that you can easily adjust. And around the poles I also have some tape, which could be useful for the feet or to fix the tent, and some duct tape. Then the backpack, it's the Osprey Eja 48-liter backpack. I love it because it's framed and it's quite a lightweight backpack, and I'm using it without the head. I removed it and like this it saved some weight and I put less things in my backpack. It's light, it's comfortable, it's framed, it's specifically made for female, it's sustainably made, and it's quite strong. I think it will last me quite a while. And it's quite affordable, and also it's a quite known backpack, so chances are that you may find this one second hand. And then further in terms of what I'm wearing, it's a cold day today. That's even, well, not anymore. It was snowing before. The wind is very cold. I'm having a rain jacket from Patagonia. This one I got on trail because the rain jacket I had was not waterproof. You definitely want a waterproof rain jacket. This one has 3 layers. And I've put it to the test. I've been in a hailstorm, rain showers, and it works. Also, it's really nice wind protection. I will definitely use this jacket for a very long time, not only with hiking, but also with sailing, walking the dog, and other things. Below that, I have a puffy, which keeps me nice and warm. This one is from the Dutch brand Ayacucho, which I really love because they do great things in terms of sustainability and giving back. And below that, this is the shirt I'm wearing. It is long sleeve with a hoodie. Hoodie I'm not using that much, to be honest, but I love it. It's from Icebreaker, it's from merino wool. And I found it really important that it's from a natural material. I really love that part. Protects me from the sun, and it's very breezy as well. Yeah, and then I'm wearing a very simple, old, too worn out top and some cotton underwear. What else? On the backpack I have like a little pouch in which I can have my phone, which is super handy. Also in here sometimes I put a water bottle or my toothbrush. It has also 2 side pockets in which I put the snacks and also some headphones. It's very rare I actually listen to something. I'm super busy each day finding food, water, shelter and just hiking. This I bought yesterday. For the lips, my lips are frozen or sunburned. I have a clip here to which I attach my camera, which I really love. Because of that I can now, I can easily make videos, but I can also make this video. Okay, I changed the camera angle a little bit so you can see what's in the pack. One thing I forgot to mention that I'm wearing is headbands. I love it, it keeps the hair out of my face and also it keeps me warm. So I'm carrying this pad. Very useful. I use it to sit in places. It's also extra isolation for at night at sleep. I brought it initially for my dog to sleep on. I've been hiking a couple of weeks of this trail with my dog. He's with my parents now, especially the higher stages were just a little bit too much for him. I'm carrying a Garmin inReach Mini. It's a satellite tracker, so mom always knows where I am. It sends us a signal every 2 hours. I can also choose to change that. And I can also send messages with it and I can check the weather. I can highly recommend. I originally bought it for sailing, but it's useful for any kind of wild outdoor adventure. I have 2 of these ones. This is a P-rack to catch the drops. And like this, the underwear keeps cleaner a little bit longer. And I attached it to this so that I can just pee with my backpack on. Game changer. And this one I use is like a towel. I use it to wash my face. In the front pocket I have a water filter. This one is the Katadyn BeFree. It's a very lightweight, very simple water filter and it does the job for this trail. In my van and also for sailing I usually use the mono-eye water filter, which has better filtration and purification capacities. But their hiking filter was a little bit heavier, so I decided to go for a light one. I have a spoon with me. And here, oh yeah, I also have a sieve, which I use for tea. And I still have some herbs in here, which I wanted to reuse because it was so delicious. What else? I also carry a jar in which I use for overnight oats for breakfast. I love it, it gives me good energy. And it's quite heavy, so I'm eating this now. Technically, I still carry it then up the hill. It just doesn't, it's not on my back. And in the front pocket, I also usually put some trash. Okay, let's have a look what's actually in the backpack. A stove. I'm definitely carrying a stove on this trail. It has brought me so much happiness. Such a wealth, this. Yes, it adds to weight, but for me it's definitely worth it. So this is like, I think you call it a jet boiler. To boil water fast. And I'm currently carrying 2 small screw-on gas bottles. This is my food bag, in which I just had lunch. I don't have that much left, but I still have some delicious things. What's generally always in here is a bunch of herbs and spices and teas. Then in my backpack I have this big bag which keeps everything dry. So in here there is a pillow, Sea to Summit, very lightweight. I'm also carrying a fleece. This is a very simple fleece from the Decathlon, I believe. I have thermal, a long sleeve and a thermal pants. I sleep in it, but also sometimes I hike in it if it's very cold. Then I have, as the mat, I have the Thermarest NeoAir. I love it. It's a little bit of an investment, but I think I'm now at €1 or maybe €2 a night. It's very lightweight. It blows up fast and it has a really good isolation, so it keeps me warm. And then as a sleeping bag, I have, it says up to -3 degrees. I have been cold a few nights. I have this for quite a while now. I'm quite happy with it. It's a down sleeping bag. I think if I would buy one again, I would strongly consider a kilt, which is more lightweight because it doesn't have the back. And like this, I can increase a little bit the warmth without compromising on the weight. And then all that's left in the backpack, I believe, is the tent. I'm using Jonathan's tent. He hiked the Pacific Crest Trail with it. It's a big Agnes fly creek for 2 persons. I love it, but it's not really for 2 persons. I hiked with it with a friend and with Wingo, but it was too small for the 3 of us. But yeah, it's a good tent. It's used, it's a little bit broken, but it still holds up as a shelter. In the back pocket, I have one bag in which I have all my electronics and money and a head torch, a repair kit for the mats if needed. I have a battery bank, 10,000 thingies, which works, some cables, a lighter, a wall plug for charging when I'm somewhere, credit cards, my driver's license, which is lighter than my passport, and a microphone. And then in terms of toiletries, I have one bag for that, in which I have my toothbrush, some toothpaste that I made. This is like a portable bidet, which I put on top of a water bottle. So you don't need to use any toilet paper and it's very clean. I made this oil mixture to moisturize my face. I'm carrying some electrolytes. I'm carrying a tongue scraper, some sun cream, and some supplements, spirulina, more electrolytes, and a multivitamin tablet, and earplugs. Some blister plasters. That's it. I don't carry any soap or shampoo. I'm very happy with the pack. The only thing I would like to change is I'm carrying this kind of water bottle. It's lightweight, but it's not that healthy. Plastic can leach plastics into the water. So this I would like to have different. Previously I wasn't carrying the camera, which I'm filming now, because I was also carrying dog food. Also for the dog I had the leash and 2 bowls, one for water, one for food for him. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, very happy with the pack. I've had all sorts of weather from up to 40 degrees until -4 at night. And it has worked. Before I also had a rain pants. And though I used it twice and it was nice, I also hiked once in a hailstorm, which was cold and wet, but I was just in my shorts. It was fine. So I sent the rain pants together with my previous rain jacket that wasn't waterproof. I sent it off. It was like more than half a kilo in total. So I got that weight off my back. And I have a hat as well, which I added to my pack because I was so cold, but with all these hoods I have, you don't really need this. I could potentially leave this out, I think. Yeah, and I carry, of course, my phone. I really appreciate and like it that it is lightweight. It's a lot of ups and a lot of downs. The less, the better. And you really only want to carry what you actually use. The only thing I haven't used, I think, is the repair kit, which I hope I don't have to use. Yeah, further, I pretty much use everything every day. A cap. I also have a cap, which I probably want to wear now, because the sun is getting quite strong. On the side here are my tent poles. I didn't mention that. Let me know if you have any questions about this spec. I will also make an extensive blog post with links to all the items that I carry and selected, so you can easily find out about the brand and the specs. This is it.
Could I have gone lighter? Sure, with a frameless pack, a quilt instead of a sleeping bag, and a lighter sweater, for example. But this setup came down to what I had, what I could find, afford, and what worked for me. I didn't buy much stuff. I used what I already had. I looked secondhand, I borrowed. There's so much great gear out there that doesn't need to be brand new. Your backpack evolves with every trail. I've brought plenty of silly stuff before, like 6 pairs of underwear, a bikini and even a hairbrush. I actually made a video about that, which I will link to below if you want to have a laugh or checklist of what not to bring. Here are a few takeaways to help you pack. Remember, whatever you bring, you carry every day across every mountain. If you don't use it, ditch it or give it away. And always test your gear before the trail. Sleep in your tent, use your water filter, cook with your stove. A long trail is not the place for first tries. Also on this trail, the GR11, it's not easy to find gear if you need to. I've also learned a lot from my partner Jonathan, a thru hiker who has done trails like the Pacific Crest Trail and the GR11 in half the time as I did. And right now, as I post this, he's on the Appalachian Trail, hiking 2,200 miles. I'll put a link to his pack in the caption. We pack differently, we hike differently, and that's the point. Everyone's body, style, and comfort zone is different. You have to hike your own hike. If you're gearing up for your first long distance hike or want to lighten your load, I hope this video has been helpful. If you have questions on specific items, just drop them in the comments and I try my best to help. And remember, it's not about perfect gear, it's about getting out there. The trail will teach you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe, it's free. I've got more GR11 tips, stories and trail life reflections coming your way.